Jacksonville Jaguars. Another season of the NFL on EA Sports kicks off today. Brandon Gunn with Charles Davis. You look at these two teams, big changes in the offseason for both, really, Charles. For the Jags, a new coach, new rookie running back, some big-name signees defensively. For the Texans, gone is Brock Osweiler, but back J.J. Watt.
And nothing but positive changes for both teams. Jacksonville's accumulated a lot of talent in the last 3 to 4 years. Can they put it all together and make a run in the AFC South? And Houston, they feel like they're a quarterback away from being a true Super Bowl contender.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And they're brought out there by their fourth-year quarterback from Central Florida, Blake Bortles.
And, partner, this is a young man who's got it all. Big, strong arm, strong-legged runner when he decides to take off with the football. But it hasn't all come together for him because he's thrown way too many interceptions in his career. Has to take care of the ball better because when he does that, he can be one of the better starting quarterbacks in the league.
Yeah, to your point, in 3 years, 51 interceptions. He's also fumbled 29 times. The first NFL carry for Leonard Fournette. Strong run, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down. It again with Fournette. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. Now Bortles. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Throwing on 3rd down, it's Savage. He's going to float this one deep right side. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here now, Shane Leckler, 41-year-old punter, to kick it away as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this will be taken at the 13. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. The Jags getting ready to set up shop on offense. And, Charles, it's a question with them that I feel like we've asked many times before. Is this the year you think that they turn it around? They enter 2017 having missed the playoffs for a 9th consecutive year.
And until Jacksonville answers that question affirmatively with a playoff run and a playoff appearance, we keep asking that question, and rightfully so. Look, they've had excellent drafts over the last 3, 4, 5 seasons, most of that on defense. This year they tried to hit it on offense to try and help out their young quarterback, Blake Bortles. They went with Leonard Fournette, the big runner out of LSU. Cam Robinson, the offensive tackle out of Alabama. They want to control the ball a little bit more, and they think if they can do that, play better on offense, they can make a run in the AFC South.
Quick hitch, complete. It's Lee. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
When you surrender 24 turnovers in a season, 16 interceptions, 8 fumbles lost, Blake Bortles, you do hire a quarterback guru to try and get you right, don't you?
And that's what he did. Has to limit those turnover numbers, doesn't he?
He has a defense that's ready to play right now. He needs to help them by taking care of the ball.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
I love it. A scout told me that with his running style, this guy's always the hammer, never the nail, but also has the ability to break it off big, too.
I was on the field for a game he had last year at LSU, and there were some college boys warming up, and then Leonard Fournette walked in. He is a man.
Full grown.
Into the red zone. It's Bortles. Flush to his right. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
This is first and goal, and the Jags last year just 8 rushing touchdowns, second fewest in the NFL. Now Bortles feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
Well, if you're going to throw the ball on first and goal from the 2, the worst thing that should result is an incompletion for you offensively. But, Brandon, this is a different type of football. Back in my day, first and goal from the 2, a lot of big people with big neck rolls, they were on the field trying to ram it into the end zone.
Bortles to throw on second down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding offense.
So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
After the penalty, it's Fournette. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They get 5 on the run, but it leaves them with a tough 3rd and goal forthcoming. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. The play fake to Ivory. Now Bortles. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Josh Lambo now for the point after. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it culminates in a Jags touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. For the Houston Texans, as they make their way onto the field, another season for them that begins with a lot of optimism. They coming off a second straight AFC South title, finishing 9-7 3 straight years. Maybe they're hoping this year that 10 wins is a minimum for them. 10
wins and beyond, because they've got the defense to take them all the way to the Super Bowl. Number 1 in the NFL last year. Get J.J. Watt back. They drafted Deshaun Watson in the first round at quarterback. They need to shore up that position in order for them to make the run that they expect, one that could culminate in a Super Bowl appearance.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. That one goes for 36 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory. Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Now Savage, and incomplete there. A nice hit, jars the ball free, and brings up third down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere.
Let's go.
To throw on third down, Savage. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down.
And that was a nice catch, and if the goal was to get into field goal range, it certainly appears that they accomplished that.
Well, and sometimes that's what you dial up in these situations, right, when you want 3?
Well, if the goal was to get into field goal territory, even though it'll be a long attempt, I think they accomplished that.
And sometimes you have plays for that. It's not always a first down when you want 3, get a little bit closer, making an easier shot.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to concede to the defense that they know what you're trying to get done, and to try and get any more than that is almost folly. Take what you can get, maybe have an opportunity to put 3 points on the board. And that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Again, it's Fournette. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. And this is a guy straight out of college. They're not going to try to groom for a year or two. They want him to produce right away.
That's why they took him in the first round. They expect him to be a starter right away and a future all-pro. So they don't have any time to wait for him to come along. They want him to play right now to help this team.
And you take a look at this draft class from a season ago. Really, it grades out as a pretty darn good class.
So you have to give a lot of credit to the entire scouting organization. General manager, personnel department, college scouts all came together. They evaluated it very well and got a nice payoff.
Face mask. Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
First down, Bortles. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Second down, here's Fournette. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. And that, not a sight you want to see. Leonard Fournette, very slow to get up. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. The Jaguars on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Bortles to throw. He finds Hearns left side. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Allen Hearns, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. On this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs with different routes and be precise in your cuts.
And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now, the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window. They've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game. Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that today's NFL.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up.
Let's go.
Savage. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is fielded at the 27. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Reminder that later tonight we'll see the Giants and Cowboys battle in Dallas. Seems like they're always playing in week 1. And then on Monday night, a doubleheader. Adrian Peterson, his first game with the Saints. He's already back in Minnesota. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Jadeveon Clowney leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.